Hello, welcome to your 10-minute energizer yoga class using yoga blocks, using 2 yoga blocks. So if you have yoga blocks at home and you're kind of at a loss on what you're supposed to do with them, and they're just kind of gathering dust and holding doors open for you, let's utilize them today in a 10-minute class. You need 2 blocks. I just happen to have 4 because I have lots of blocks and I have all different shapes. So I just have 4 here. You just need 2 for this class. 2, hopefully the same. So matching sets. I'm just going to start the timer here. It's going to be 10 minutes long. So roughly about a minute per pose. We're going to start sitting down just to ground ourselves. So we're going to use one of the blocks to sit on and come to a cross-legged position. You can also sit on 2 blocks if you prefer, if that's not going to make you feel that you're up too high. Or you can utilize your second block by bringing your foot onto your other knee, kind of in a lotus, a half lotus, and then using the block to support the knee. So just a few seconds here to ground, bring the hands together at the heart center, close down the eyes, and just breathe here. Deep breath just for 30 seconds. Just really arrive on your mat, physically and mentally. Your breath slow down. Even in 10 minutes, there's always time to slow down. Let your breath settle into its own rhythm. Drop down the hands, open up the eyes. Let's remove the block that was supporting your knee so that you're just sitting on one block now and using the other block in your hand to extend the arms up overhead. We'll inhale on the exhale. Either hand brings the block all the way down. They meet together again at the chest. So inhale, arms up overhead. Really stretch that block up to the ceiling. Opposite hand takes the block back down. Sweep down towards the floor and meet back at the chest. And keep it going. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So we're getting a big stretch. We're waking up. We're getting a little bit of weight added to the arms as the block seems to get heavier the longer we hold it up. And bring it back to the chest. Let's hold the block forward now around the spine. Drop the gaze down. Knees sinking towards the earth. You're still up on your other block. And it's holding the block here at shoulder height or chest height, or maybe even a little higher. Just holding it here for the minute. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. This is the last of our upper body warm-up. Keep those arms lifted. Keep breathing. Keep letting the knees sink towards the earth. 20 seconds. Smile. You got this. 10 seconds. And slowly release those arms out. I bet you're feeling more awake already. Let's roll the shoulders down and back. Lean forward, remove your block. So we're sitting down, extend out your right leg. Your left foot is in against your inner thigh, coming into our Janu Sirsasana. We're using one of the blocks underneath your foot. So bend your knee a lot here to get your block against your foot. And use the other block to support your bent knee. So you can use whatever size you have. I always have a few options here. So take an inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fall forward and grab the block. Pull the block towards your foot and use your foot to push the block away. This is quite intense, but take it easy. Don't push too far. Don't overstretch. You can bend the knee as much as you want. As you can see, mine is completely bent here and my chest is resting against my thigh. Pulling the block towards me and kicking away with the foot. And slowly releasing as quickly as we can. We're changing legs. Extend out one leg, bend the other. Support the knee with a block. Other block comes underneath the foot. Just stand it there for a moment as we inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knee so you can grab that block, pull it towards you, kick it away. Hold it here. Beautiful. Big hip opener, big movement for the leg as well. Should be feeling the energy rising. Kick it away. The last few seconds. Keep it going. Keep breathing. And let's release. Remove your blocks. Make your way to lying on your back. Have your block in between your thighs, knees bent, feet walking towards your glutes, arms down by your sides, roll the shoulders down and back, rooting into the hands and the feet. Let's tug the tailbone and gripping the block with our thighs. Start to peel the spine away from the floor, coming up into a bridge. And then slowly back down again. We're just going to do one more and hold the second one. So take a little breath in between. Root down into hands and feet. Toes are pointing towards the end of your mat, not toward out or in. Peel the tailbone, peel the spine, lift the hips up as high as you can, gripping the mat with your, the block with your thighs, and hold it here. Keep breathing. Really grip that block. Don't let it drop. 10 seconds. And really slowly, even if the legs are starting to complain, we're slowly bringing the spine back. Let's release the block. Roll yourself forward. Leave the block here on your mat and stand up in front of your block. Turn your toes out. Bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra. Prayer position and sit yourself down. Bring yourself all the way down onto your block. Use your elbows to push your legs away. Press your hands together. Lift up the chest, shine the heart forward, broad across the collarbones. Really pressing the hands together. 30 seconds left here in our Malasana, our garland squat. Feet are rooted down. Slow down the breath. It's always time to slow down the breath. And release the hands. Drop the hands forward. Remove your block. Come to sitting down with the knees bent. It's time we're bringing the block in between the thighs, but we're leaning back with the upper body. Bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. Get them right in the crease of the knees, and then lift the legs, the lower legs. Keep them parallel to the floor. Coming into our Navasana or boat pose. Roll the shoulders down and back. You can stay holding onto your legs, or you can release either or both of your arms. Turn your palms up. You can also have your second block in your hand here as well if you want to make it a little bit more intense. We have 25 seconds to go in our boat pose. Keep breathing. Good job. You have this. Come on. Keep breathing. 10 seconds. Separate out your toes. Look towards your toes to keep focused. And release it all down. Lovely. Bring the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees out to the side. Let's use the blocks to support the knees and therefore supporting the hips. Coming into our Baddha Konasana. Take an inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fall forward, resting your hands onto your feet. Just holding here for the rest of our minute. Sinking the chest towards the feet rather than trying to touch your toes with your nose. Lead with your heart, lead with your chest. Last 10 seconds. Slowly uncurl. For our last 1 minute, our last asana, we're coming into child's pose to finish. So swing those legs around using our blocks in child's pose. Place one block behind your heel, so keep your knees relatively close together for this child's pose. One block out in front. Reach out for that block. Grip the block. Drop your forehead down to rest. Really extending the arms, feeling the stretch in the shoulders, letting the weight of your lower body, your hips drop down onto that block. Let the block support you. Close down the eyes and let the breathing slow down and settle. It's our last 30 seconds. Sinking the chest towards the earth. And slowly now make your way back up to a seat. Remove your blocks. If you have time, you can have longer than 10 minutes, take a Shavasana. But if not, come to cross-legged. Use the blocks underneath your knees to support. Bring your hands together, the heart center. And thank yourself for taking this time to re-energize, to use those blocks that are hanging around your house unused. Thank yourself, extend gratitude to each other, to everybody taking this class, and to yourself. Let's bow forward together. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you over on my Kula TV channel. It's kula.tv/wild soul. All the details in the description. Please join me for a 40-minute version of this class and lots more classes. There's at least one new class added per week. Check me out on Instagram as well, Wild Soul Max. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste.